What is really going on? In just a matter of days, at least 36 people have been shot. People are dying. Teenagers are being caught in violence. And tonight, we're asking the question. Seems to have no and nobody seems to have an answer. Period. That's what. Why? Come on, Chicago. What's really going on here? Just a matter of days, at least 36 people have been shot. And people are dying. Teenagers are being caught in violence. And tonight we're asking the question. Nobody seems to have an answer. Why, people? Why? Chicago, what's really going on? Just in a matter of days, we had at least 36 people have been shot. People are dying. Teenagers are being caught in violence. And tonight, we're asking the question nobody seems to have an answer for. Why? Is this a police problem, a parenting problem, a community problem, or are we focusing on everything except the real cause? Tonight, we're breaking it down live, uncut, and unedited. 36 people shot since the weekend. And the question is, are we becoming so used to violence that we're no longer shocked by it? Because it's 36 people being shot in just days doesn't wake this city up. What will? Listen, y'all, let's talk about it. I am just so messed up today. I really am. I really am. I'm messed up, people. I'm really messed up. I'm not in the greatest mood, and you got 36 people shot in the city of Chicago. Young people, young people, young people slaughtering each other, calling each other ops. What's really going on? What's really going on, people? Huh? What's really going on? It's been a while. I've been on live, and I appreciate you guys for coming on here, but we got a lot to talk about. I mean, literally 36 people, I believe 12 fatalities. 12. I think I'm correct. And that's a lot. We see numbers like this around the holidays like Memorial Day and Labor Day and Father's Day and Mother's Day. 36 people shot. Plus, maybe 37. I believe 12 fatally. Between 7 and 12. Let me look up that number real quick. And I want to make sure I be correct because, you know, I hate to be wrong. I hate to be wrong. Let me look. Okay, now August the 14th, at least 24 people shot, 6 fatally across Chicago. Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, at least 7 teenagers shot fatally. Man, that's crazy. Wednesday afternoon, Humboldt Park, 3 more shot. Wednesday, East Garfield Park, 2 people fatally shot. That gives us a minimum of 36 people shot from the weekend incident, plus those specially reported afterwards, because the reports can be overlapping. People, this is real. This is real. And we fighting each other. I'm bringing facts tonight. And you tired, I'm tired of the violence. I'm tired of black folks. We ain't loving on each other. We ain't celebrating on each other. We hating each other for without a cause. Without a cause. 36 people shot. Ain't that some people from the weekend until now? It might be 37 shot, 7 dead, teenagers among them numbers. I'm going to go over some of the things where people were shot. And I'm going to read some of them off and let you guys know. We're going to read a few of them off. We can't get them all now, people. We can't get them all. I'm just giving you a little education and an address. A person shot, homicide, 202 South Pulaski. That was on the 19th. That's the 19th. The summary, 2 victims shot. Victim 1, male 1, multiple gunshot wounds to the body. And he's pronounced. Victim 2 sustained a gunshot wound to the chest, pronounced at Mount Sinai. So this is real, people. 202 South Pulaski. Let's go to the next one. Ain't gonna get them all now. All right. Person shot, 10682 Bensley. That's over east. District 4. And it said that's August the 19th. A female, 17 years old, sustained a gunshot wound to the foot. All right. 17 years old. So it's not excluding nobody. All right, let's go to another one. A person shot, 13233 St. Lawrence. That's the 5th District, Big 533, August the 18th. A male, 17 years old, sustained 2 gunshot wounds to the legs and was transported to the hospital. I'm not going to get a name of the hospital. All right, let's see. Right, person shot, August the 18th. 11725 South Normal, 5th District. Male, 16 years old, sustained a gunshot wound to the left forearm. It's getting deeper, people. We going down the list. Try to get some more in. 641 West Roosevelt, District 1. Beat 124, August the 18th. A male, 24 years old, sustained a gunshot wound to the chest and left leg. He was transported to the hospital. We're not going to go into what hospital the people are at. Try to leave that little something. All right. Another person shot. 3758 West Congress Parkway, District 11. Beat 1133, August the 16th. Summary, a male 43 years old sustained a gunshot wound to the left abdomen and was self-transported to the hospital in good condition. I'm going down the list here, people. All right. A person shot, 398 East 103rd, District 5, Beat 511, August the 17th. The summary, a female, 14 years old, sustained a gunshot wound to the leg and was transferred to Commerce. It's getting deeper, people. Let's go down this list. I think I got the right one. Let's see. All right. Person shot, 7900 South Lafayette, District 6, August the 16th. Male, 38 years old, sustained a gunshot wound to the head and back and was transported to the hospital in critical condition, but they pronounced him. He's been pronounced. He's been pronounced. He's been pronounced. All right, another person, 3229 East 106th Street, 4th District beat 432, August the 15th. A male, 37 years old, sustained a gunshot wound to the abdomen. He was in critical condition. I'm just getting some things here, people. I'm just grabbing, letting y'all know. 68-45, South Ashland beat 7 District. That was August the 12th. A male, 52 years old, sustained 2 gunshot wounds to the right flank. And, you know, Saturday, there was a mass shooting over there on 8500 South Sangamon. 4 people shot, 3 males. Now, what's really going on, Chicago? Y'all tell me, what's going on? What's going on? This is real. I'm not making up none of this. This is real. I'm not making up none of this stuff that's going on. This is real. Real talk. I'm not making up none of this. This is real. It is real. It's real. We got a gun problem, people. A gun problem. And we know on holidays we off the chain. When it's super hot, things are off the chain, if I may say that, use a street term. It's real, people. And people say, well, where the CVI people at? The CVI is not going to stop all these shootings, people. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Trust me, not at all, people. It didn't like the CVI got a magic wand and say, hey, and they going to wave it and everybody going to stop shooting. You said, well, Martin, they getting grants, they getting money to help decrease the violence. Violence is always going to be here. Shooting is always going to be around no matter what. You can take one of the safest neighborhoods and you still can have a shooting. It has been proven. It's been proven. Somebody said enough is enough, the National Guards. But see, what is it do we want? Do we want the crime to stop? Or we want the white folks to come on in and trample on us and break the back of crime? What is it that we want, people? Come on now, we had a mass shooting over the weekend. 4 people got shot at one time. 8500 Sangamon at one time. Come on, people, let's talk about it. At least 9 people killed over the weekend until now. At least 28 people wounded and injured. At least 37 people shot. 36 to 37. 3 people were shot in Humboldt Park, a drive-by Wednesday afternoon. 2 people were shot and killed in East Garfield around midday Wednesday. 7 teenagers were shot Tuesday night until early Wednesday. 1 was killed. Now, y'all know these numbers, they don't stay the same. Now, what is it we're going to do, people? What is it? Ain't no love in this house. There's no love in this house. I'm just looking. Chicago violence just erupt. 36 people shot since the weekend. What's really going on, people? Come on now. Talk to us. 36 people shot in Chicago, and we can't stop the violence? Chicago is bleeding. 36 people shot in days. Where are the answers? All right, somebody help us. 872-299-0808. Come on, talk to Martin Johnson. I ain't been on here in a while, and I ain't feeling my best today, mentally. Physically, I'm okay, but mentally, I'm going through some things. And I definitely don't need to be around no trouble and don't want no trouble. Y'all come on, talk to me. 872-299-0808. This is your boy Martin G, a.k.a. The Crime Chaser. I'm live, uncut, and unedited, and I'm not afraid. Y'all see it. Come on, talk to me. Let me see what the comments. Yeah, this is so sad. This is so sad. This is so sad. This is so sad. 36 people? 36 people shot in a matter of days, over the weekend until now. That's a lot of people. Somebody right now, as I speak, gathering money to bury their loved one and don't probably have the money. As I speak right now, someone is in a hospital, injured from a gunshot wound. Don't know if they're going to make it or not. As I speak right now, somebody is celebrating. 36 people got shot. Somebody's celebrating that. They happy. They glad. They said, kill them all. Kill them all. Is that much hate? I'm going to go a little further than this. They look just like me. Full of hate. They want a body count. They want bloodshed. That's what they want. They love it. They love the poison. They love the killing and shooting and murdering. They love it. They get a rush. They get a rush. They love it. But God got something for you. And I want to read something for those of you. And I'm going to give you a scripture. And I believe that I have to say a scripture on this. Proverbs 6:16 through 19. And I'm reading from the King James Version. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands shed innocent blood, that sheds innocent blood. And heart that divides wickedness imaginations. Feet that be swift and run into mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies, and soweth discord among the brothers. Those are the things that God hates. And one of those things might have your name on it. Real talk. Real talk. And I consider myself a journal man that does journalism, not a critic. See, a critic don't need no proof of nothing. Whatever they hear, they just gonna run away. No facts, no proof. I don't like them no way. That's a critic. That's a clickbait. That's a like person. Chasing likes. But a real journalist is gonna get out and do the work. They're gonna hold their peace until the dust settles. And that's what a lot of us need to do. I watch a lot of people over these last 6, 7 days talking about crucify him, crucify him. And y'all know better. If you had an opportunity, you'll want to crucify me too. But I believe I'm a firm believer. They're giving a man a chance to prove himself. I'm not just going to run away with when somebody tells me something. Even if it sounds good. One thing about me, I am slow to speak and swift to hear. And that's why I'm still around, because I'm fair. I'm just in my judgment. Some folks love to tear the people down, love to say bad things and hear bad things about people, all in the name of likes and clickbaits. But one thing I learned through experience, this internet can cost you your life. And I'm going to tell you something, people, and I used to say it all the time when I'm out there doing them live videos. I don't care how terrible a person is. They got some people out there will fight for them. I'm telling you. And it's real talk. So you got to be careful what you say and what you put out there on a person's character. Because once it's out there, you can take it down, but it's still out there. That's one thing about social media. You got to be careful. We got a lot of young ladies and young men and older men and older ladies laying in the cemetery because of this internet. Because they have said things that they ought not to say, didn't have no business saying. And somebody got up with them. Real talk. Real talk. So I advise those of you, the scripture said, let a man be slow to speak and swift to hear. Be careful what you put out on this internet, especially about someone's character. Because once you put it out there, you can apologize, but it's forever out there. And that's real talk. We got 36 people shot, 7 dead out of the 36. Somebody is in bereavement tonight. Someone is upset because their loved one is gone. Someone said, if I knew he or she wouldn't be here, I would have hugged him and gave him a kiss. This little old saying says, give me my flowers while I'm living, because when I'm dead and gone, I don't know nothing. The dead don't hit nothing. You can walk up to a casket and kiss them while they're laying in the casket. But that's not them no more. That's a shell. The spirit have moved on, and the soul have left the body. When we going to start loving on each other? Everybody's so quick to pull the trigger. So quick to spread lies and rumors and gossip. We just tolerate each other, but we don't celebrate. We're afraid. And some of us can be a little hard to get along with. But my prayer to God, God, don't let no bitterness get in my heart. I don't want 1 ounce of bitterness or jealousy or envy in my heart against my brother or my sister. Not at all. God, don't let my hands be too quick to shed innocent blood. God, please. God, don't let me say nothing about nobody that I'm going to let on regret. And I ain't going to be able to take back. Real talk. Look like I got a caller. I do. So I'm doing a self-examination of myself. That's what I'm doing. And I advise you to do it too. You said, well, Martin, we sound like that we're in church. Well, maybe we need to be in church. Maybe you need to be in prayer too as well. But I'm not going to hold you up with my long speech. I got a call. I got a guest, and I want to hear my guest. Come on, caller. 214 area code. Come on, caller.
Brother Martin.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother.
How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm listening. I'm going to tell you, I'm not in the best of mood mentally, but I'm here, brother. I'm here. I'm not sick, but my mental state, brother, I'm going through. But in the going through, there's a breakthrough. I'll be all right. Come on, brother. Talk to us.
I am. Do you know it's getting to the point now that this is happening so often that I feel like sometimes I'm getting numb to this when I should always be horrified by this.
Mm-hmm.
I see so many of these kids. If you'll let me say something briefly, I just got off a cruise ship. And it's the first time I had been on a cruise ship where there were more black people on the ship than white people. So it was shocking. But I was glad to see my people out enjoying themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've been on 20 plus cruises, so I'm used to it. I like it. It's relaxing for my mind. And so I'm always glad to see my own people getting the opportunity to go and relax and get away from the everyday. And I saw some of the best black kids you can see because their parents may have a little money. You can tell by the way they talk and, that they educated. And, you see these Carmelo Anthony type kids. And then I see that element of child, and I call them child up to 25 years old, will walk into a place full of grown people and don't speak. Don't say, hello, how y'all doing? Just common stuff that we was taught. And I can't bridge the disconnect, even with my own grandchild. Even with my own grandchild who did not realize his lifestyle is so deadly, and two of his best friends got murdered at a party that he was supposed to go to. This is touching everybody. Out in the suburbs, you hear about the kids shooting each other after football games and house parties. You go to the urban areas and these kids are shooting each other over what neighborhood they live in, them run down raggedy ass houses and apartments that they live in. The ability of our black kids to read on a grade level is, for most of them, is below 30%. But they stay draped in Jordans, tattoos, and can find money for weed when they starving to death.
Mm-hmm.
And will pick up a gun and shoot somebody, child, down. Now they don't even care, male, female, child. It don't matter. Now it's a free for all and F everybody around.
Mm-hmm.
They stay doped up on mind altering narcotics 24/7. You barely catch the majority of these children sober, and that goes for suburban black kids and urban black kids. You get what I'm trying to tell you. They can go from one neighborhood to the next, and they ain't changed nothing about the way their character is. Because a lot of this is character. They don't believe in God. You can't drag one of them jokers to church. But they stay up in the weed man's face, and the pill man's face, and the syrup man's face, and they at the club, and they out hanging out in these streets and making no money. But to kill you for some sneakers, from them Amiris, and it's crazy, Martin. Brother, I can tell your heart is headed because I know you in the business of saving kids, and you can't freaking reach them.
Mm-hmm.
If you was to stand out there handing out money and asking them not to shoot their guns, they would still take your money and go shoot and kill somebody.
Hold on, brother.
Chicago's
Hold on,
two
brother.
biggest heroes.
Caller.
Hold on, I'm almost done.
No. I ain't cutting you. I'm just telling this caller to mute his phone because I hear noise in the background. It's not you. It's the other caller. Go ahead.
I apologize.
No, it's not you. Go ahead.
The two biggest heroes in Chicago is Michael Jordan and King Vaughn. And I look at stories about this young man once a week. How he was a millionaire still sticking guns in people's face to rob them for their jewelry. How he still lived over in a rundown apartment and with millions of dollars and still killing folks. I'm at a loss like you, brother. And you get down on your knees, you pray for your kids, your grandkids, your grandbabies, and pray to God they don't catch a stray. And then when you really check out the kind of crap they're into, you be like, did I raise you, fool? They don't want to cut their hair. They don't want to have haircuts. I go to places and I cringe when I'm around them. And it was some of the kids that I was on this cruise ship with, and I know these tickets were $1,500 a person. And this man brought his whole family and mama and working, struggling, and bring them kids out there, and they act like niggas. And it's amazing to me. You standing in the middle of everything God created for you, for your eyes. Just think of how beautiful the planet really is, and God created this for your eyes, and all you got in your heart is hatred. Jealousy. I'm going to give you the death penalty over something that was said on Facebook, Instagram. I dissed your raggedy ass neighborhood, and now that's a death penalty case for you. In your mind, he got to die. And it's getting so prevalent now to girls. We can talk about this too, because the girls, every time I look up every week, it's a girl that got shot. It's a gang mess. I'm like, this horror film is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And there ain't no answers, people. We can quit with that. I don't care how good you raise your kids. The outside influence on these kids' minds is 100% demonic. It's an evil spirit involved in all of this. They don't believe in privacy. It's the thing they got to flash it. That's idolatry. They are dealing with a lot of evil spirits, Brother Martin. And the more you do the work that you do in the community, you're going to walk up on these evil spirits, and you're going to know them when you see them. When you walk up to them, they're going to make your spirit uncomfortable. There ain't no answer. This is beyond our prayers even. Because I swear, there's 100,000 sisters on their knees crying over dead bodies every year. And those prayers are not being answered because the violence continues. Senseless violence. This don't be over money. Back in the day, Martin, me and you was kids, you was out there hustling, man. My brother got killed. He got killed over some money. You owe somebody some money, or you owe somebody something else, or you were messing with some dude's girlfriend. It would never be, we don't box. We're going to get out here and fight, win, lose, or draw. We're not finna go to them guns, man. The gun is about money. If you got to go to the gun, it's because it's about some money. And the principle of the fact that somebody's trying to take your money or take whatever you got from you when you trying to help them or whatever the business is. But the gun was always meant about the money, protecting the money. Lives be damned. These folks are telling about no life. It's always been about protecting the money.
Yeah. All right, brother.
And now they going to the gun over reputation. So thank you, brother.
Yeah. Let me let the next caller go. Come on. I think that's Buck. I think 6650. Come on, my brother.
All right.
Next caller.
Blessings.
Blessing, peace, and
Yeah,
blessing,
my
my
man,
brother.
1,000% right, bro. How you doing, Mr.
Yes,
Martin?
yes, he let us have it, didn't he? Yes.
Yeah, he telling us
That's
a
be read
thousand
in the
percent
building.
true because it's no culture for these young people, that, especially our people. I only speak about us, black people, and these young people don't fear nothing. They don't love nothing, and they ain't got no real goals for nothing. All they want to do is live in the moment. Everything is just to look like appearances or instant gratification, where they appear to have something. Or it doesn't make sense. The number one thing we got to look at is where the gun's coming from. Young kids who can't even spell cat got a gun, got switches, got extendos, they got ARs, crazy stuff. How is a cat that don't even got a job, can't, unless they paying cash money to some get off the street, ain't nowhere in the world they getting these military type of, military weapons out in their hands, not knowing how to use them, number two, and then they don't care about using them, number three. Anybody can get it out here. It's not about, it ain't no rhyme or reason. Like my man was saying previously, you had to have a reason for you to pull up that gat on somebody. It's got to be something personal for you to come out like that. So these cats don't care. The way they move out here, they running around. That's like savages. They don't care nothing about them people. They don't care about if they shoot and spray a crowd and kill somebody's mama, somebody's daddy. It don't even matter to them, and they don't feel no remorse. And I believe in my heart of hearts, none of them don't care about dying, and they sure don't give a damn about going to jail. When I see a lot of these young kids, yes, sir.
Buck, where do these people come from? Who they look like? Huh?
Man, I'm trying.
I'm asking you the question. Where all these
right.
people that you're talking about? Where did they come from? Who gave birth to them? Who they look like? Who is it?
Right. It come from our community, from our people.
All right,
and
then.
People that really don't pay attention to this.
That's what it is. So the bark don't fall too far from the tree. That's what I'm getting to tonight.
Right.
So we as older people, hold on, Buck. As older people,
go ahead.
You and I may not be out here killing folks, but we some of us are reliving it in our mind. And you know the term, I wish a Negro would. I'm saying it real nice. Wish they would. Yeah. See, they just reacting, but we thinking it. It's the same thing. The scripture said, if a man look on a woman and lust after her, he have committed adultery in his heart. Yeah, he didn't touch her. He didn't touch her. But if you living it in your mind, you just as guilty as the one pulling the trigger out there. Period. And like I said earlier, somebody is celebrating tonight that 36 people, out of the 36 that shot, 7 are dead. And somebody's celebrating. And it's somebody that look like me and you, Buck. I ain't talking about no white folks. I ain't talking about the Ku Klux Klan. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about folks that look like you and I, that don't care, that's operating in no feelings. About right or wrong, just want blood shed. That's what they want. They want to see pain. They want to inflict pain, bro. Right now, I always say as I speak, somebody is ready to use a gun tonight. But I'm asking God tonight to jam every gun tonight, every gun that's intent to hurt somebody, especially innocent folks. And black people, when we get on this live and when we chat on this live in the messenger box, the same people that we're talking about, they look exactly like us. They come from us. Now, you can't expect a dog give birth to a cat or a cat give birth to a dog. So if we birthing these demons, we're demons. I got to say it. I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. We don't want to hear it like that, but it's got to be said. We need to check ourselves. We giving birth to these little people out here that we're talking about. Out here doing a drive-by shooting. Out here snatching and grabbing, taking ATMs, carjacking, shooting at the police, shooting at moving cars. Come on, people. These people look like us. Some of us are afraid to come out of the house at a certain time of night, and we paying a mortgage. Paying a mortgage. We struggling to pay a mortgage, and we afraid to sit in our backyard at a certain time of night because people that look like us, especially for those of us that live in a predominantly black neighborhood. Real talk. So we can talk about the young folks, and I agree with y'all. They heartless. They don't have no soul. They don't care about right and wrong, and they act up. But guess what? Who gave birth to these young men and women? Us, older people, us. Real talk. We giving birth to demonic babies. That's what we're doing. Whether we like it or not. And this ain't got nothing to do with the preacher or the church or nothing. That's what we're giving. Those are our children that's out there killing each other. Calling each other ops. Blowing each other away. I think that was you said it. Where are they getting these guns from? They ain't got no money. These high, powerful assault weapons. And they're not afraid to use them at all. It was a time that they'll tell you, especially if you grew up in the projects, y'all stay in the house tonight because it's going down. But now it can go down any time in the daytime, in the morning, in the afternoon, midnight hour, all that. So all these demon babies that we talking about, they came from us. Again, Buck, you and I may not be out there shooting and killing folks, but some of us thinking it in our hearts. And I always say, if you go to a gun store and purchase a gun, and you got a black person in mind that you're going to shoot, they got you. They got you. They got you. Hold on. Hold on. Let me merge you in, 206. Hold on. Let me merge you in.
Yes, sir.
They got you. And I believe in socially engineered. We know all this stuff is a stem from white folks. It's almost like this, Buck. You got 4 dogs, and you throw enough food for one dog to eat. What are they going to do? They're going to fight and kill each other and hate each other. And that's what I see in the black community. That's what I see. They put enough resources, not enough resources, just enough for a few, so we can go at each other's neck. And we're doing it too. See, we know these things, but what are we doing to combat these things? 206, go ahead. I'll come back to you, Buck. Go ahead, 206, new caller. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can I be heard pretty clear?
Loud and clear.
Okay, it's good to talk with you again, Brother Martin. I hope that you and the family is good, and if not, y'all will be good in the near future. It's a pleasure being here with the callers, and thanks for coming on, because we ain't seen you in a while. It's good to check in with you. And
man, your boy going through, but I'm still here, man. You know, I'm going through. I'm going through. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm healthy physically, but mentally, I'm going through some things, and you know, it is what it is. But come on with it, bro. Come on with it. Yeah.
So this this situation with I'm gonna try to make this quick. You know, I try not to talk too long, but the 30-some people shot and up to 12 people killed.
I think it's 7. I think it's about 7. It might be 12, but I think it's 7. Go ahead.
Okay, 7. the majority of these shootings, did they happen over the past weekend?
Yeah, weekend and to now. The weekend and up to now, right
Okay.
now. Mhm.
See, here's the. I got a few questions on this, and I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. When I look at the gun violence in Chicago and these shootings, there's some anomalies that I see that I'm not too comfortable with. And let me tell you the first one. If you go back 10 or 15 years looking, because this gun violence, elevated gun violence in Chicago, been happening for some years now. It's been going on for a minute. But there's an interesting trend, and there's several of them, but the one interesting trend is many of these shootings happen on weekends and holiday weekends. Now, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm asking myself. The popular opinion is that these are black, and I'm not saying that anybody's wrong. I'm not trying to contradict what you're saying at all.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, brother. You're free to speak.
But these youngsters, if they're gangbangers, like they're saying they're gangbangers don't have a 9-to-5 job somewhere where they have the time to go out in the street and act a fool only on the weekends. Now, not all these shootings are happening on the weekends, but the majority, many of them, a disproportionate amount of them happen on the weekends, implying that these shooters during the week may have something to do during the week where they're not available to go out doing shooting. I don't see that being teenagers. I don't see teenage gangbangers having 9-to-5 jobs and then going out at night on the weekends and shooting up people. I could be wrong. Here's another one. Here's another anomaly that troubles me. And let me ask you this. These 37 shootings that you're talking about between the weekend and now, how many suspects are there and how many arrests have there been?
That's a good question. I don't know. Great
question. For many, let me just say this. For many of these shootings, Brother Martin, listeners and people in the chat, there's no suspects and there's no arrests. As an example, there's a brother named Spencer Leak. He's part of the Leak funeral home chain. He's one of the sons in the Leak family. I went to high school with him. Cool dude, nice dude.
He died.
Spencer Leak died?
Yeah, he died.
You bullshit.
He died. I'm telling you the truth.
When did this happen?
He died about 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's about 4, yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Well, let me finish my point.
Go ahead.
That's a damn shame. Peace to him and his family. But they had early last year, around February 2025 or late 2024, they had a funeral at his funeral home over there on the near west side. And somebody came by and shot up the funeral home and shot people standing outside the funeral home. And they sped off. Here's the problem. There was a police car with 2 police in the police car, and they witnessed the whole thing. And they supposedly went after the shooters, couldn't find them, and to date, there's no suspects and there's no arrests. Last anomaly that I'm seeing. You remember a few months ago, the sister was in the car with her boyfriend, and they had a daughter in the back, and they got shot up in the middle of the street. This is another one. Now, watch this piece. I have been scouring the internet looking for videos of these Chicago shootings, and there's a few out there. But what I notice is, this is what I noticed. Check this out. They're not driving beaters when they drive up and do these shootings. They're driving Range Rovers. They're driving Alfa Romeos. They're driving Acuras. They're driving Mercedes-Benz SUVs. They're driving, what's the other one I see them in? Some import. I forget what it is. These guys are driving high-end automobiles doing these crimes. I don't understand it. This whole shooting thing is suspicious to me. It's suspicious. Now, I'm not saying our youth. I'm not going out there and engaging in crime and hurting themselves and other people. I'm not saying that. But there's an element to this shooting phenomenon that I find disturbing. Let me just say this one thing. This one last thing, and I'll make it quick. The National Guard question. You know, I'm cautious about this whole National Guard thing. I want the problem solved, okay? But the National Guard, some people are for it, some people are not against it. Don't forget, the National Guard to Chicago is not a new phenomenon. You remember Rob Blagojevich, right? He went to jail for trying to sell Jesse Jackson's or Obama or Jesse Jackson's Senate seat. They sent him to jail. But just before they did that, that's when I first began to hear about the gun violence in Chicago, gun violence. And they suggested to the governor, then Blagojevich, to bring in the National Guard. He said, hell no, I ain't bringing no National Guard in Chicago. Next thing you know, I think within 60 days, he was brought up on charges and on his way to prison. I'll yield to the host and I'll mute my line.
Okay.
Best wishes to you, brother. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's
and
good.
Thank you for that information on Brother Lee.
Yes. You can just scour the internet. It'll give you everything you need to know about that. To the league. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Okay. No problem. No problem. People, this is real. You said, well, Martin, you're fussing. You haven't given us no solution. I was in a peace circle yesterday. And I was sitting, we was in a circle, and the circle is confidential, but I will say this. By looking at people, you never know what they've been through. I think a lot of us don't look like what we've been through. And when some of them brothers was saying the amount of time that they had when they was in prison, man, and they get a chance at life again. Man, I was like, wow, looking at this person, I would have never thought he got all that time. Looking at this other person. But people share these things with you. These are scars. It's real people out here. It's real. When you hurt somebody's family members, you don't just kill them. You kill their children, their aunties, and their mother. You kill their spirit. Real talk. You mess folks' mind up. You mess their mind up. You know what's so crazy? When a person know you shot and killed somebody and you showing up at their funeral. You a cold-hearted, demonic person, boy. I'm afraid of you. I am afraid of you. You done shot and killed this man. And you at his funeral standing over his casket like nothing never happened. You are demonic. You are treacherous. You are low down, and you need to repent to God and change your way. Period. Since we're talking about satanic stuff, demonic stuff. And if we giving birth to these demonic young men out here, and teenagers out here, what are we are? If we giving birth to demons, we must be a demon. Or have demon-like qualities. We reliving drive-by shooting in our mind. We killing people in our minds. We hating on people in our minds, but we yet smiling when we see them. We taking pictures with them, but we know deep down in our heart, we don't like them. We want them dead. We want bloodshed. Can't stand them. We envy them. We're jealous of them. It's too much jealousy among the camp, in the camp. Envy in the camp. My song got to be better than your song. I'm mad at you because you got more grant money than I got. And I'm doing more of the work. I should be getting that. See, these are the things that we say or we think. We may not say them around certain people, but we hating. We hating on one another. Brother, I ain't got no time to carry hate in my heart against nobody. Now, I'm going to hate your actions, the way you live, your lifestyle, but I'm going to love you as a human being. This is real, people. Life is too short. The scripture said all flesh is as of grass. We just here for a little while. just for a little while. Little while, people, just a little while. Real talk. Again, ain't no need you crying at the funeral. They always been told the one that cried aloud is the most guiltiest, because you know you could have done more for that person, done right by them, and you didn't do it. Whether it be your mother, your sister, your son, your child, your uncle, your father, whomever, your good friend. Sometime I wonder, God don't give us a chance to say goodbye when we leave this earth. Some of us gonna die with our shoes on. We're not gonna die a slow death laying in the hospital with our people all around us. That's not gonna be some of us. That's not gonna be some of our story. Some of us might die in the hands of violence or an accident. And you ain't gonna get a chance to go tell your daughter, get some life insurance, or get that money I put up in the wall. You won't give a chance. We got another caller. Hold on, people. Hold on. Hold on, caller. Hey, caller. I'm gonna let the caller talk. How you doing, caller?
I'm well. I'm well.
What's
How you doing, Martin?
I'm wonderful. I'm hanging in there. I'm here. Go ahead. What's your comment or your thought?
Yes, I look at Chicago and I think it's such a beautiful city, right? So no matter if you're visiting, if you've been here forever, if you know generations in, it's such a beautiful city. And then you look at the inner workings of Chicago. You look at the streets. You look at the alley. You know the the viaducts of Chicago, and it's like, man, we need some work. Because I agree with you 100%. What are we producing at this point? Killers? What are we producing? You know, and it's like we can be proud that we produce the Kanye. We can be proud that we produce this person from the city. But it's like, for real, what are we producing? When we really look at the violence, when we really look at the spiritual warfare that's going on, spiritual warfare that's going on, it's not coming out of nowhere. Somebody is producing a real heavy spiritual warfare. And a lot of it, to me, in my insignificant opinion, comes from abandonment. It's called a spade a spade. It's too many broken homes. It's too many broken people. Broken homes, broken people, broken childhood, scars on top of scars, blood in the street. Low literacy rates. Let's throw that in there. So you got corruption, on top of broken homes. I was talking to this white man, and he like, life been good. You know, he older white man, probably like in his 80s. Life been good. Life been so good to me in this city. I bet it has, right? But he like, my grandfather set it up for me this way. So of course, his generational bloodline will have it that his life is meant to be easy. He can walk into that. You know what I'm saying? He can walk into an easy life. It was produced for him to have an easy life, right? 3 generations ago. So again, what are we, the generation now? What are we, the people who walk this earth today in Chicago? What are we setting up for the next generation? Not just the babies of 2026. No, the ones that's coming 2050, 2068. What are we setting up now for our grandkids, our great grandbabies? What are we really producing? If we're not thinking that far into the future, what will become of us? We are the monsters. And that's how I'm saying it. And it's like, so, and it's a handful of us. I can't lie. You know, I love the city, and I love the people who are doing the work, and they putting their passion in it. They putting their real gut in it, right? They You know, if you know anything about, you know, the movement and everything, Mama D's so strong with it. Mama D is a profound, prolific Jim Crow genocide survivor. That's what she called herself. I think it's so powerful. Jim Crow genocide survivor. And she works her hands off to this day for us. And she like, her birthday's coming up August 28th. So anybody who know Mama D, birthday, Earth Day birthday, August 28th. And it's so profound. I want to be just like Mama D because she like, I got to leave something for y'all. And she 81. What are she trying to produce for us? What are we producing for the next, other than the big proms, send-offs? Come on. What are we producing other than monsters? So at this point, and that's how you know we producing monsters, we afraid of us. Oh, the teen takeover scaring us. What is scaring you? Black man, black woman, you knew you was powerful. So why when we gather in crowds does that scare you like you didn't believe in the Million Man March? Why is that scaring you? Because you can't control it. Because you can't navigate it. Because you can't guide it. Why can't we guide our own energy? They ain't nothing but some little us. They little us's, right? We many me's. So it's like, we got to do better. We got to take on more responsibility for our city. Like it's more than just being a change you want to see. It's really like guiding these young people. It's really like, come on, tapping into something else. Because again, it's warfare out here. Spiritual, mental, physical, psychological. It's all warfare out here. So if you're not doing the work, starting with the man in the mirror type stuff, it's more than just, I got to be the change I want to see. No, you got to start with the man in the mirror. You got to start with that son in your house, or that son that you know you birthed, that son that you know is yours. You got to start there. For real, after you get done looking in the mirror, go find your kids, go find your sons, go sit them down, go affirm them, go love on them, show up for them. That's what's going on. It's abandonment. It's too much abandonment. And hurt people keep hurting people. It's too much blood on the streets. And to be honest, a lot of us as parents are responsible. It's blood on our hands too. So when your baby's shooting another baby, it ain't just blood on that baby's hands. It's blood on that family hand. What are our families producing? That's my comment. I think it's a conversation.
I agree. Because we quick as older people, and I consider myself, I'm 50, 57. So listen, hey, all we talk about back in our day, we didn't do this, but back in our day, we had more homicides than they had in this day. More homicides.
And you look back in the day, you had the Kmart giving out employment, Walmart giving out employment. You know, now we fighting against technology, taking the jobs from these young people, and the immigration. Call a spade a spade, taking a job from these young people. So what are they gonna do? Idle mind is the devil's playground. We got to create a new playground for them. We got to be more creative instead of operating within a corrupt system, reallocating funds that we know ain't supposed to be reallocated. We got to do better at creating something for these young children to do, these young emerging adults. Because one thing, when he was talking about the anomalies, I listened to him, and what he was saying, in my opinion, is that, you know, these are not children. You know what I'm saying? They could possibly be emerging adults, that age group that's 21 to 26, 28. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of what I think he was saying, is it's not necessarily the kids, but it's that middle ground, that middle loop age group that's emerging into adulthood, that's lost. And a lot of us are lost as adults. We past 18, right? But we're not yet taking on full responsibilities like someone in their late 30s. So we do need guidance. I'm going to tell you, I'm 33 and I need guidance, a lot of it. And as mature as I feel like I am, there's a lot of things that's still above me. And I know that I can be humbled in a lot of ways. And I'm okay with that. But then I also feel like it takes for the older generation to really get in my butt. You know what I'm saying? Not to be afraid of me because I am young and I am stop. That's why it's like, don't do that because y'all create a monster. So then don't turn around and be afraid of the monster.
You know,
and I understand that does put a lot of people's life in jeopardy. We're not saying that, but I do feel like we got to do a better job of how we guide in the young individuals, the young people, how we are affirming them. And to me, it's a lot of emotions out here. You know, we live in a very emotional city.
Mm-hmm.
The Maxwell shooter going to get a Polish? Sis, did you spit on bro? And he came back and, what? Unalived you? Did you spit on bro? At Maxwell's? That's a lack of self-regulation. That's a lack of self-regulation.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about, I was in this peace circle. The peace circle is really confidential, but I did say this. He called the young because they're strong and the old men for counsel, to give counsel. And that's what it's going to take.
Yeah.
We have to give good counsel, people. When you on the phone talking about your brother, what he got, because you mad at what he got, your sons and daughters, they hear that. And they going to take that up and repeat you. You got attitude with your brother you haven't spoke with in years. Now your children, they have the same attitude with him as well. That was a beef, a childhood thing between you and your brother or your sister. Now your children are into it with it. I'm telling you, sister, somebody is producing these young men and young women, these demons. And I guess you got to be a demon to produce a demon. I can't see no angel producing no angel. I'm no demon. So where's the accountability? We creating these monsters out here. Go ahead.
Do you think that, it to me, when I look at time and I read a lot of books, it seemed like the disconnect from the church, right? It's a passage in the church that says we fight against a lot of, principalities.
Flesh and blood,
you know what I'm saying? And the lack of principles, the lack of a moral compass, the lack of a fear of God. It's a lack of that,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what happens to my spirit? Will I be held accountable after death? And I wonder if it's because the church isn't as heavily embedded. Spirituality is not as heavily embedded. Religion is not as heavily embedded in us as it used to be. So now, to me, your moral compass is off. You have none, And I was listening to Mike Tyson, and he was saying he don't care about a fight. He like, I don't care about the fight. I don't care about fighting you. I don't care about these paparazzis and, the media. I care about hurting you. Like, that's what I live to do. Like, I want to hurt you. And to me, now, I think the intent to really cause harm, the intent to really, with no fear of consequences, there's nothing holding you back to say, if I take this man's life, if I take this woman's life, if I take this child's life, God should not kill is one of the 10 commandments. Are we teaching that anymore? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if a lot of this is due to, a lack of, everybody want to say, yeah, God is good. Thank God is good. Girl. And all the time. Everybody want to say, man, it's the one upstairs. But I feel like, are we really walking in that? I feel like, do you know that my God is a God of justice? Like, he gonna swing that sword. Like, I don't know. And then we kind of doing these things without looking at what we feeding the children. If we don't have, a spiritual compass with us, if we not really walking in that, how can our children walk in it? How can they walk in it? How do we teach them? How do we embed the 10 Commandments? It's thou shalt not steal, kill. You know what I'm saying? Do they know? Is anybody? We not there?
So you made a lot of good points. A lot of good points. This is real. I tell people this is real. And I mean, just over the weekend, this is almost like one of, the Memorial Day, Labor Day, and all them type of holidays that we have, 4th of July. These are them type of numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just no love. And predominantly these people that got shot, most of them are black. They're black.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to say this, and not to throw our race under the bus, we need to go take a look at Chinatown and see what's going on over there. That's what we really need to be doing, to take a look.
They're talking about expanding too.
Yeah, they are. They are. They are expanding, and they're growing.
When you say take a look at Chinatown, what exactly, is there anything specifically you want us to digest from Chinatown? What exactly is it?
Well, you're looking at a neighborhood, a community that have they just about. I think only thing that they don't have in Chinatown is a hospital. They got everything:
Right.
School, bank, all that, grocery store, their little thing. They don't have a hospital. They police their own community. You don't see, and I'm not saying it's not happening. You just don't see a lot of things where you see in our community. They together. They work together as a unit. Now we work together good, as long as we having class reunions, car shows, and family reunions, and going to funerals. And we can stay together for that. But when it's come to something constructive, can we move as a unit? And that's what it's going to take. I think the missing ingredients is love, and God is love. That's the missing ingredients. It's the missing ingredients. It's too much abandonment.
Absolutely.
If I love you, sister, I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to do my best to treat you right. I'm not going to be too quick to pull a gun on you. I'm not going to be too quick to call you the B word. I'm not going to be too quick to put my hands on you. I'm not going to be too quick to talk up under your dress.
Right.
This is real talk. It's no love. I call us the city.
But that's what I'm saying.
Of no brotherly love.
God can't just, the word of God can't just be on your tongue. You got to live in your heart. You see what I'm saying? Live in your heart. You feel it so deeply. It lives in your walk, so it becomes a part of your walk. But when you talk about Chinatown and the love for oneself equates to the love for one's community, and now you have a healthy, thriving ecosystem, right? You have an economic hub. You see what I'm saying? It's the practice of economics. And when you have financial economics that is thriving, you have a social economics that then begins to thrive. So I think a lot of times it's like, we got to come together. Absolutely. However, we have to be so intentional that we build an ecosystem, right? So if I know that you create or manufacture garbage bags, I should be working intentionally to put your garbage bag into every business that has a garbage. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I think the economics of it. So when I'm feeding you and you feeding me, and in return, we spreading this thing around, social economics. Now we can get along. Now we can get along. You see what I'm saying? But when there is no financial economics, the social economics, I don't care. Because I'm broke anyway. I ain't got shit to live for anyway. I don't have a purpose. What's the purpose? When there is no money, there is no growth. So I think this is me personally, I think what it's going to take, because like you said, it is so much abandonment. It's going to take somebody who's willing to stay in the fight. Somebody who's willing to not say, okay, go on to the streets then. Let the streets have you. Somebody who's willing to be humble enough to say, man, I'm not gonna leave my son. I'm a father that's not gonna leave my son because my presence is necessary. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think we're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of our ego.
Hold on, sister. Let me let this brother in. He calling. Yeah, hold on, sir. Okay. Hold on, sir. I got a sister talking before you. Go ahead, sister.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up because I really am passionate about this, so I can talk forever. But I think I'm just one of those people who's ready. If it's my sacrifice to be made, and I gotta give up the hair, I gotta give up the tricks, I gotta give up the drink. You see what I'm saying? If I gotta sacrifice it all so therefore my son and my son's kids can have a future and my grandbabies can have a future, I gotta build. I gotta sacrifice that. You know, we spend a lot of money on hair, nails, strip clubs. That stuff gotta be sacrificed. Millions of dollars spent in strip clubs on the weekends. That stuff's gotta be sacrificed, and it has to be intentionally funneled into creating a brighter future.
Beautiful.
So that's where I'm at with it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate
you. Thank you. All right, no problem. Appreciate you. Old timer, is that you? Old timer.
You know.
Go ahead, man.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Appreciate you coming back. Pray for your brother. I'm here. I'm here.
I'm glad to know you're still on the firing line, man. You know, I've been thinking about you.
Yes, sir.
It's been quite some time. But man, I just say, people listen to I listen to Charleston White. Charleston White, he said a lot of stuff, and he said that black people really don't want much. He said a black person, just want a nice car, some nice clothes, have a rep in the neighborhood. He said that we don't really strive for much. As long as we got, stuff like that, some nice clothes, shoes, he said that we satisfied. And I really want to disagree with it, but in the end, we have to. It's up to each individual. Now, I state some of these same things, Brother Martin, and I'm talking to everybody. Now, I didn't get that threshold of 70, so I'm not talking in the wind. Brother, we still using the N-word. And I know you don't want to hear all this, Martin. I know you don't. But as long as we get stuck in the stupor, people, the song years ago said, if you don't respect yourself, ain't nobody going to care about you. Now, that's just where we are. We know where we are, and we know what we have to do, because nothing is going to change. You only got 24 hours in the day, and part of that, the big majority of it, got to get some sleep and rest. The rest of it is going to be trying to figure out how to get ahead. And that's going to be, you're going to be confronted with that every day until you leave this world. And the killing, the amount of killing that we have done, 600, 800, 900 people a year in major cities, we can't replace all these people with children. We are killing off our own race slowly but surely, but it's just so many of us, you can't hardly tell. But nobody else is doing what we are doing. I know people jump up talking about the white man that ain't reported and all of that. I couldn't care less about what the white man is doing. That's his problem. Our problem is that we need to see and assess what we want. We are able to do the clothing. We support one another in clothing. I'm a big stickler on something stupid, and I know people don't like it. The Yankee cap. Forget about the Yankee cap. Put on the Negro cap. That's money coming to your neighborhood. But we want the style. We want the fashion. We want the red Yankee cap. We want the green one. We want the blue one. We want the yellow one. See, and you promoting something that's not even you. See, we do stuff like that. And when it comes down to, say, why don't you get them from the Negro League? Oh, man, no, I ain't got time for that, man. They ain't going to help us. See, that's the kind of way that we think. I come from a black high school. I come from an HBCU. And if we don't push our own agenda, brother, we're gonna be stuck in this stuff. The guy was in church the other night with a Yankee cap on his head inside the church. I said, man, what you doing with the cap on? And then you got a Yankee cap on. See, we promote other people's stuff because we think everybody got something better. We've been told about this. We've been told about the white man ice is more colder than our ice. We've been told about this already. And we refuse to, what we do is we go on for a little bit and we revert back to the same thing. Go for a month, then we revert back. We forget about Black History Month, forget about the Bud Billigan Parade, and we go right back to what we're doing is to be stuck in something. So it all depends what we want, brother. You got a good program. You got a good stand-up program. And the people will just take time to listen to it and understand that life is not easy. It's hard. And it's going to get harder because we're in automation right now. And they cutting jobs. Man, it's just going to be so hard that, you have to figure out how you're going to survive. I'm talking about with good sense. And I ain't talking about doing something to make a way.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to listen to what it's going to take. Education and schooling. And I believe in God. I'm an elder. I believe in God first. But if you can believe all day in God, if you ain't got no job, that ain't gonna help your situation. You need to be working. You need to get up in the morning and go to work. You can get off in the evening and get yourself ready for the next day or go to your second job. But if you ain't got no job, we're gonna be in trouble, man. I'm telling you, ain't nobody feeling sorry for us. And that's just the way it is. They got it set up for people not to feel sorry for us. So God bless you.
Thank you,
Keep on keeping on. Keep on pushing the agenda. I hope things change for us. I'm gonna do all I can. They got a team takeaway. I want everybody to know over on the west side this weekend from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock over there in West Garfield Park. Pastor Edie, he's having a team takeaway. Now he know about the team takeover, but what he's doing, he's gonna have a team takeaway, and he wants everybody to participate to come to try to show these people that there's a better way. They don't have to do that. And he's not pleased with what they're doing, but he hear them and he see them, and he wants them to know that somebody do care. And I know you care too, brother.
Yes, sir.
But I'm just telling you, whoever want to go to this team takeaway that they're gonna have over in West Garfield Park over there, then they free to go because he want people to show up. He want people to come over there and help. The team take over. He aware of that, but he having the team take away. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be it's gonna be organized real good, and you're gonna see that they don't have to live the way that they living. All they need to do is be around some people that are positive, some people that love them, and some people that's gonna help them. And hopefully, somebody will come away with a life-changing, attitude from what they went there with. So God bless you. Be praying for your program. Keep on keeping on. Come on back on the air a little bit more, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best, man. I'm gonna do my best.
I'm concerned, but I saw you tonight. So thanks for the space.
No problem. God bless. All right, we're gonna close it out, people, with that. Thank you, old timer. Thank you, brother Buck. Thank you, my dear sister. And thank you, B Red. I appreciate you guys for coming on tonight. You made my night. You made the show flow even easier for me. I don't like to do all the talking. I will and I can, and I'm able to do all the talking, but I like to share the show. This is a live in call in show. There's none like it, people. We don't monitor what you say. We just ask you to be respectful. We don't even care if you don't agree with the host or talk differently from the host. Just be respectful because we all have an opinion. And each and every last one of us have an opinion. It might be the one that can help us. May not be my opinion, but it may be the opinion that you give. It may be some truth in there that helps somebody. And that's what it's all about, getting us to the next level. And I appreciate you people for joining me tonight. It's been a blessing for me to come on tonight. I struggled to get on here tonight, but I really struggled, people. I struggled. But I made it. I made it. Thank God. I'm glad I came on here. I feel so much better. It was so good to hear you guys' voices. And all I need you guys to do, I'm not asking for no money. I'm only asking that you share the video, tell someone about the video, And let's do that. And that'll satisfy me. And watch it. And watch it. You know, this is real. This is not stage. Y'all know I might do a skit here and there. And that's it. But this is not a skit. This is real. Again, I'm going to tell people I'm not a critic. I'm a journalist. Journalist. I'm sorry. A journalist do their homework. They study. They get the facts out. They seek for the truth. A critic will run away with anything that they hear. They will put you in prison. They will condemn you, and they will convict you before you even make it to trial. So don't ever label me as a critic. Okay, people? That I am not. Can I be critical? Yes. Can I criticize? Yes. But I try my best with all the God-given talents that I have to say and do the right thing by anybody on this platform, especially when all the evidence is not out and everything. So we got to be careful, people. We got to be careful. Once you put something out on the internet, you could delete it. You could delete it, but it's still out there. It's almost like a woman sending a man a nude picture. She sent it to who her boyfriend is at that time. Now he's not in a relationship with her anymore. Now he's spreading a picture around and showing it to his friends. So things like that can happen, people. So let us be careful and carry ourselves in such a way. One of my mentors always tell me, he said, Martin, get caught doing the right thing. He said, once you let the genie out the bottle, it can't go back in. And that's one of the best advice that he's given me while I'm doing this podcasting. And I take that to heart. The scripture said a good name is better than great riches. I know a lot of folks that got money, but their name is no good. People, I'm playing chess and not checkers. I'm still on the board by God's grace. I'm still standing. Still standing. Many have fallen by the wayside. They've been swept away with money. They've been swept away by a lot of other things, distractions. But thank God I'm still here. Pray my strength, people. I mean to do what's right, not only by you, but by myself when ain't nobody else looking. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Keep me in your prayers. Hopefully I can come back tomorrow and have enough strength to come back tomorrow and do much better than what I've done today. I appreciate you. This is your boy Martin G, a.k.a. The Crime Chase. I'm live, uncut, and unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black, people. Appreciate you. Go in peace.